Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
I think most people are just looking forward to the game, and also it's welcome week this week, so they're looking forward to all the events that the college is hosting.
Bison football is what many people in the FM area look forward to in the fall. And NDSU students we talked to today agree. Good evening and thank you for joining us. With a big Bison football home opener tomorrow, what safety measures should your college student be taking? Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons talks with police and students on campus.
For many NDSU students, this is their first week on campus, but not for Jose Blanco. He's been here an additional week for a program called Bison Bridge.
I could find my way around campus now, and I knew where all my classes were and stuff.
He's very excited for tomorrow because he will be checking out his very first Bison football game.
Most of my friends didn't even get a ticket, so I got pretty lucky because they say they sell out pretty fast.
One graduate student who also came to NDSU for undergrad says that his first weekend here changed him.
I missed out on a lot of stuff. The alcohol got me the first weekend. I haven't drunk since.
University police and safety are prepared for what could be a crazy weekend by having extra patrolling and monitoring. They are not expecting things to get out of hand, especially with a lineup of activities, including a dance for freshmen.
Residence Life does a wonderful job working with us and keeping the students busy on the first weekend so they can acclimate to this area.
When it comes to safety concerns over the next few days, anything involving the NDSU campus will report to university police. And things like the tailgating section and off-campus property are at the jurisdiction of Fargo Police.
And we work together great, with Fargo and other agencies.
A program around campus called Adopt a Cop helps to further improve safety around campus. A university police officer is assigned to specific dorms to help build relationships between students and law enforcement.
Officers are encouraged to stop by once a shift at their hall, leave their business card. They always try to leave their business card up at the front office and just walk in the hallways and mingle with the students.
In Fargo, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
To hear about other safety programs offered around NDSU campus, head over to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. The five-time reigning national champions kick off their season tomorrow. NDSU football hosts Charleston Southern, which for the third annual time will be featured on the FCS kickoff on ESPN. Fans have been gearing up for the game, and former player Christian Dudzik says this is when the energy and adrenaline are so high.
They seem to have really good chemistry and a really great focus, and so I just want to see what that looks like on the stage and see how they play together as a team, because there's a lot of great relationships even between offensive guys and defensive guys that I just want to see play out in a live game situation.
And don't forget to join Alex Egan and Ryan Gilner this week on the Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. Statewide coverage begins at 5:30 on KVLY and leads you right up to kickoff on ESPN. And of course, with the home opener comes Bison tailgating. You can already get lined up. That just started a little bit ago at 5 o'clock. Remember that tailgating is allowed in all Fargo Dome parking lots, but you can only drink alcohol if it's in the lots E, F, and G. The lots open 5 hours prior to kickoff, so 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, and they close just 30 minutes prior to kickoff. And I'm sure you guys are all wondering what the weather will look like for tailgating tomorrow. Let's get right over to meteorologist Justin Fanfarilli. Justin, how's it looking?
And thank you, Christine, and good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, for tomorrow, we have some rain moving through. You might see some scattered showers and thunderstorms. But first, let's take a look at what happened today. We had increasing clouds out there, mostly sunny skies turned mostly cloudy. A few sprinkles in the Fargo area. Temperatures pretty cool for this time of year, into the low to mid 70s in most places, out toward the Jamestown area into the mid 70s right now. Here's a look at the radar. We are seeing mainly cloudy skies from Fargo points north and some rain moving through from Fargo down south towards Sisseton and now moving into Lakes country. So if you're in Detroit Lakes, Fergus Falls, and making your way out towards Sisseton, Lidgerwood, and especially in the Wahpeton, Breckenridge area, you will see some scattered showers over the next half hour to hour. Cloudy skies will be the story with some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving through mainly during the overnight and temperatures falling back to near 60 degrees tonight. And that activity again will last through the day tomorrow. There's a chance of some showers and thunderstorms. It won't be a washout, especially in the Fargo area, but definitely be aware of that. I'll have the full forecast coming up.
All right. Thanks, Justin.
Yep.
A 26-year-old man was found dead this morning at a Grand Forks hotel. It happened here at the Hilton Garden Inn on UND's campus. When police arrived on scene, they tried saving the man. He was taken to Altru Hospital by ambulance, where he was pronounced dead. Police say he had been staying at the hotel. His name has not yet been released. A 24-year-old man from Oslo, Minnesota, is facing several felony charges of first-degree drug sales. This man, Juan Gonzalez Jr., has been charged with 3 counts of selling 10 grams of cocaine in East Grand Forks. Gonzalez also faces a gross misdemeanor charge of carrying a pistol without a permit. The felony drug charges against him carry a maximum sentence of 30 years in prison. And bail is set at $250,000 for this man, Walter Grant of Jamestown. He's accused of rape after breaking into a woman's home. Court documents say Grant threatened the victim with death, injury, or kidnapping if she didn't perform sexual acts. Grant is also facing gross sexual imposition, aggravated assault, terrorizing, and felonious restraint charges. A man who has been charged in a shooting death at a Minnesota state park has ties to a part of the valley. The Minneapolis Star-Tribune says David M. Easter was charged yesterday with second-degree murder and is a member of a Minnesota National Guard unit based out of Thief River Falls. The call originally came up as a homicide at Myrie Big Island State Park. That's just near Albert Lea, Minnesota. And when police arrived on scene, they found a man dead at the park. He suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the head. This week's Valley's Most Wanted is Robert McKenna Jr. He's wanted for unlawful entry to vehicle and endangering by fire or explosive, both of which are felonies. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on McKenna. Thousands of dollars of personal items have been stolen in a wave of vehicle break-ins across the Northern Valley. Nearly 200 vehicles have been targeted in Grand Forks and Crookston just this month. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us what's happening and what you need to know.
A lot of people in the Northern Valley have been waking up to find things stolen from their vehicles. 8 reports in Crookston and 180 reports of vehicle break-ins here in Grand Forks this month. One of the hot spots is downtown Grand Forks. Jessica Vogelweed says she hasn't been a target yet, but she knows other victims.
Actually, I've heard of a lot of people. Actually, our daycare provider who lives right down the street, she had her van broken into, and then her husband had his truck broken into, stole a bunch of just random stuff like her checkbook and a Sam's Club card and different things like that.
We routinely talk to other law enforcement agencies in the region. And as far as whether or not there's a group that's responsible for these break-ins in other cities, other towns, it's certainly possible. It's not something that we've developed any information on.
Lieutenant Johnson says it could all simply be related to the usual uptick of these types of crimes during the summer months, as more people are running around at night. Police offer these tips. Obviously, keep your vehicle locked. You should also make sure windows and sunroofs are completely closed. Park in a well-lighted and well-traveled area. Do not store valuables in sight. Keep them in the trunk. Maintain a record of serial numbers from all valuables. And install a car alarm. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Fargo police say the number of vehicle break-ins here is actually running below normal, at 33 so far this month. A man who was visiting the Fargo area is upset after he walked past Shotgun Sally's last night and saw a burlesque show. Shotgun Sally's says it was a fundraiser for Cat's Cradle. The show was advertised on social media as Stripping Under the Stars and was held at Shotgun Sally's patio right off 42nd Street.
I heard the lady saying, "I've never been able to strip before," and wave at cars as they're passing by. That's what made me come over, because I was like, are you kidding me?
Tonight on Valley News Live at 6, we investigate into whether Shotgun Sally's broke the law. Crookston police are working with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms after a dumpster explosion. Now, some type of explosive device was set off in a trash bin near Auto Parts. was strong enough to blow a hole in the side of the dumpster, and no one was hurt in that incident. Police have a call into the ATF to see if this has been happening anywhere else and whether they believe it's a serious issue. There's a new restaurant opening up in Fargo, and today we're asking the question, what is it? If you're a vegan or have special food needs, then Greenhouse Cafe is right up your alley. The cafe just opened this morning and is located in downtown Fargo, serving up a special menu for lunch, dinner, and dessert. Their main focus is vegan, but they also have items for soy-free, gluten-free, and many others.
We're a really community-based company, so we're going to be a part of the community all we can do. Having local artists, local musicians, work with places like the Food Bank and WIC to bring in underprivileged families for inexpensive meals.
The Greenhouse Cafe is Fargo's very first vegan restaurant. A four-legged friend will be the newest member of the Jamestown Fire Department. Chloe is a purebred bloodhound and will be used for rescue situations. Jamestown Fire Chief Jim Ruther says he will fully care for Chloe. Chief Ruther says if things work out with Chloe, she will be ready to hit the streets of Jamestown in a year. Looking for something to do this weekend? Well, over in Barnesville, the annual Potato Days celebration is happening. Today, the event kicked off with the traditional Kitty Parade. Organizers say 20,000 people are expected over the two-day event. And as you might have noticed, Valley News Live's team was out there again doing their annual meet and greet. The food court is open until 10 both tonight and tomorrow night. And the party gets started tomorrow morning at 7 with a yummy potato pancake breakfast. Still ahead tonight, the FDA is now ordering that all donated blood be tested for the Zika virus. We'll tell you about it later on Valley News Live at 5:30.
And we're seeing some rain move through the area now. Some more will develop and move through overnight into the early morning on Saturday. And still another chance of some showers and thunderstorms Saturday afternoon. Details coming next.